One could say I'm a little bit late to the party of the spring and Easter DIYs, but you know what? I say it's never too late, better late than never. Today, I'm bringing to you two rustic ones, Dollar Tree DIY rustic ones, that you are not gonna wanna miss, so stay tuned. Welcome back to Kelly Barlow Creations. If you're new to my channel and you're stopping by for the first time, thank you for stopping by. Welcome to my channel. Stick around a while by clicking that red button for more crafting on a budget, more everything on a budget videos to come. And if you click it again when the bell appears, YouTube should notify you every time I'm uploading a new video, depending on the option that you choose, in the drop-down menu of the bell. If you're interested in following me on social media, you can find those links, you guessed it, in the description box below. Oh my word, these two really are just planting themselves here and they are not gonna move, but that's okay. I love it. For those of you who don't know, did I already say this is a Ibiza and this is my son's Labradoodle? A lot of you ask what kind of dog Winnie is. Winnie is a Labradoodle. Her and Ibiza are turning 1 on Monday. Winnie's a girl, Ibiza is a boy, and she was just in heat this last month. So we kept Ibiza away from her for about a month because I am uninterested in breeding her and she's still just a bit too young to get fixed, in my opinion, just based on the research that I have done and what I'm comfortable with. But a lot of you have asked if she is going to be fixed. Yes, she is, but just when I feel it's safe. And so for now, we're just not in a hurry. And so, yeah. Oh, big boy, bye. So what do I have going on for you for today? Today, I know, like I said, I'm a little bit late to the Easter and spring Dollar Tree DIYs, but boy, oh boy, do I have a couple that you are absolutely gonna love today that have that rustic farmhouse feel that I love, and it's a look and a feel that I think you're gonna love in these DIYs too. Along with those DIYs, I'm gonna bring you along with me as I decorate my mantle. So many of you said that you would really love to see that series. My mantle is a space that I have designated to decorating for each of the holidays that I decorate for. So I'm not one who actually goes and decorates throughout my whole house. I've never been one to do that other than for Thanksgiving and Christmas. For the smaller holidays, I usually stick to a wreath and a small area in my house, and now I've decided just to make it a bit bigger and do my mantle and my hearth right there at my fireplace and really make my fireplace, I guess, that festive area for each of the seasons and holidays. This is gonna be one of many. What better time to start than now? Spring and Easter is a great time of year, a fun time of year, and so that's what I'm gonna be decorating my fireplace with. So I'm gonna quit my gabbing, let's jump into it. Let's do some rustic farmhouse DIYing on a budget, and let me show you how I decorated my fireplace. Let's get to it. Who is today's KB Creations Crafter of the Day? You'll wanna stick around to the end of the video to see if it's your creation that's being featured in today's video. If you're interested in being featured as a crafter of the day in one of my videos, submit a picture of one of your recreations of a DIY that I've done to either Facebook or Instagram. If you want to DM it to me, you can. Then you just simply have to look out for the end of each video to see if it's your DIY that I will be featuring in that given video. For this first DIY, I'll be using one of these table decor pieces that you can get from none other than the Dollar Tree. Using some of Waverly's chalk paint in the color of hazelnut. I'm gonna give this table decor piece a good base coating of this. Only one coat is needed because, yeah, there's a because. I'm going to be covering this piece with burlap. Surprise, surprise, right? Why give this a base coat of the hazelnut? Because sometimes you can see through the burlap and I didn't wanna see white. And so by painting it hazelnut, if you do see through it, nobody's gonna be none the wiser. So to cover it with burlap, you're gonna wanna give your piece a nice thick coating of Mod Podge. Any Mod Podge will do, gloss, matte, your choice. Once you've got a real good thick coat on there, you can go ahead and take your burlap, cover your piece, then you're gonna wanna go in and give it a second coat of Mod Podge on top of that burlap. And I warn you now, the burlap is a thick material, so it's really gonna absorb that Mod Podge. So you're gonna need more than just a little bottle of Mod Podge from Dollar Tree. It's gonna take a couple hours for your burlap and Mod Podge to dry, but once it does, that burlap is good and stiff just the way you want it, and it's not gonna fray. I will be distressing this piece, and to do that, I like to use some of Tim Holtz Distress ink in the color of Walnut Stain. It's the perfect brown. Distressing is super easy when you use a paintbrush that has stiffer bristles on it. If you don't have a paintbrush that has stiffer bristles already, if you take a brush that you're not too fond of and you cut those bristles down real short, almost to the base, you're gonna end up with a stiffer brush, and then you can easily, yes, distress your pieces just like I'm doing here by rubbing your bristles on the ink pad itself and just transferring it onto your piece like so. For this DIY, I'll also be using these adorable galvanized bunnies. Loving these, oh my word. And to these, all three of these, they're gonna get a good coating of Mod Podge. Why? Oh, wait for it. Wait till you see what I'm gonna cover these with. These are actually in my Dollar Tree haul coming to you, but I couldn't wait to bring you this DIY so you get a sneak peek of my favorite Dollar Tree find this last haul. Oh my word, I'm over the moon about it. Okay, Kelly, stop talking. What are you covering these bunnies with? Oh my word, this new ribbon. Yes, I said ribbon. This looks like a white birch wood. I am obsessed about it. It's 3 inches in width, which is amazing. It has a bit of a different feel to it than ribbon. It almost kind of feels like a paper, which I am loving. But when I saw this, I thought, oh my goodness, to rustic up my galvanized bunny for this DIY, I'm gonna use this wood ribbon because I'm obsessed with it, and I think it's gonna take this DIY over the top when it comes to that rustic feeling. So by taking 2 strips and just placing them together side by side, you can cover your bunny, and that seam is really invisible, which I'm super excited about. Once it's dry, if you take a straight edge razor and just use the bunny as a guide to cut off that excess white birch ribbon, you're gonna get some nice clean edges. And each of these bunnies need distressing too. I did say you're gonna do this to all 3 of them, right? Well, you are, because it's gonna be triple the cuteness. I really got excited about these 2. They were in the haul, this 3-pack of cotton. These cotton pieces are going to make for the perfect bunny tail on our rustic bunny. How perfect is that? Oh my word, it doesn't get any cuter or rustic than that. Every rustic bunny should be finished off with none other than a burlap bow. On the back of each of the bunnies, I am gonna add a Jenga block, and this is to help them stand up, because where are these bunnies going? Boy, there's a lot of becauses in this video. Uh-oh, somebody's gonna call me out on it. These bunnies are gonna go on the plaque that we covered with burlap. All 3 of the bunnies in a row. How cute. These are laser cut words by Crafter Square. I had these in my stash. I thought that the word family would be perfect for the front of this. I had originally stained it with the Tim Holtz Distress ink, thinking that if I darkened it up, it would pop more. Only once I got it on there, I was thinking, you know what, it would have been cuter if I would have given it a quick coating of a yellow or a pale green to really make it pop more. It's DIYing for you, but nonetheless, it looks great. It's a fix I can fix later. And can I just say that it doesn't get any more rustic or farmhouse than this right here. I absolutely am in love with this piece. If you don't want to do 3, you can just do 1 if you want, and it's still just as cute. For this next DIY, one of these white baskets should do the trick. And you're gonna need 4 packs of these jumbo twine carrots. Twine carrots, does it get any better than that? I'm gonna start off by taking my basket, and I dug into my scrap of burlap, and I'm gonna cover the outside of this basket with burlap. It doesn't have to be perfect. I just didn't want the white basket to show. If you do, I say go for it, but I'm going for what, look, that rustic farmhouse look, and burlap gives it just that feel and that look. When I placed the twine carrots onto my burlap basket, I spaced them out for a couple of different reasons. One, because I wanted to see the burlap. I feel like it adds to the rustic look. And two, it was going to take more twine carrots to cover the entirety of the basket. And so I was only able to get my hands on 5 packs because I didn't want to wipe the store out. Nonetheless, I think it's going to look amazing the way it is. If you want to completely cover your basket with carrots, I'm going to say it's probably going to take about 8 packs. To the inside of this basket, I am going to glue a piece of Fluorofoam. A large one is not needed. Just one big enough to put a couple of picks in. You'll see what picks I'm gonna be putting in this. It's so stinking cute. I'm gonna fill this in with some paper towel just to kind of act as a space filler, because on top of the paper towel, I'm gonna place some moss. I only had 1 bag of moss, and so since you're not gonna be seeing through this basket, paper towel works as a great filler. Why use 2 bags of moss when you can use 1 and some paper towel? Right about now, Dollar Tree's got these bunny pop picks. Adorable, right? But I need them to match my decor, so I dug into my stash and pulled out this buffalo check burlap roll. This is perfect for covering up the pink fabric so it matches my decor. On the bottom, the paw prints are pink, so I'm just gonna take some black paint and cover up that pink felt. And these paws are gonna go right like so in our basket because our bunny is digging for our twine carrots. Haha. This bunny also needs a tail, so I dug into my pom-poms and got this larger one out, and I'm just gonna hot glue it to the moss just like so. And we are done. Oh my word. It really is so stinking cute. I love this piece. It's gonna be perfect to add to my mantle decor this year. Here is my fireplace, the mantle and hearth that I will be decorating. It looks a bit dated to me. I feel like the mantle color makes it look more dated than it is. And the hearth itself is pretty dirty. I've tried cleaning it, I've tried stripping it. It just won't come clean because it is a natural stone and it absorbed all of the dirt, I guess, and grime. So I'm gonna give it some updating using some Minwax gel stain in the color of coffee. Before applying the stain, I did clean the mantle very well. However, I did not use any harsh chemicals and I did not use any sandpaper. I didn't want to sand my mantle because I didn't want to risk having any sanding marks in it. I felt like just by cleaning it, that was going to be good enough because my hearth is already pretty dry and I knew that it was going to take on the stain rather quickly and really absorb it. And as I started to apply the stain, I could see that it was doing just that. I really love the style of this mantle. I just really dislike the color. A lot of these mantles have this maple color with an orange undertone under it, and I feel like it really just dates it. That color dates it. And so I really wanted to get away from that color and go with something darker because I feel like when you add something darker, it doesn't date it. It gives it more of a modern look, although I am not going for that modern look because I have that rustic decor style going on in my house. I feel like I can get away with going with a dark mantle because of the rustic style, I guess, that I have. Although the rock and the stone on my fireplace itself doesn't have any darker wood in it, I think that I'm gonna be okay and I can get away with doing it this color. Would you look at the color difference? Now, I do want to point out this is not a high gloss or semi-gloss gel. I went with the matte finished. It's only glossy because it is wet. You can see here as it dried, that matte finish really coming through. Here is before and after. There is a huge difference. I feel like it just took it from a fireplace that looked like it was from the 70s to something that is more current. Not so dated. I totally went for it and did the hearth too. And I couldn't be happier. In these pictures, it looks like it's black, but it really is a coffee brown. Here in this video, you can see more of the brown that's coming through because of the lighting. And so yeah, it turned out amazing. And I know I've said this a lot over the last few videos, but I couldn't be happier with the outcome. So now it's time to decorate because it's been about 3 days since I did this. I let it dry for a full 3 days. I only did 1 coat. I didn't feel like it needed more than that. And so yeah, it's good and dry and it's ready to decorate. The pieces that I am decorating, I guess my mantle and my hearth with, are mostly pieces that I picked up from Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby had an amazing sale. It was 50% off their spring decor. And so I just felt like I couldn't beat it. I got rid of a lot of my old Easter decor when I was purging everything because I just really wanted everything to be new for us. I didn't want to keep anything that had some memories attached to it, if that makes any sense, that were going to make us look back and remember. And so the girls and I have had a lot of fun redoing things and rebuying things and going to Hobby Lobby for Easter and picking out some fun new decor pieces that are for us now was a fun thing. The 3 of us did it together. I think the pieces that I had in the past were pieces that I had picked out solely on my own. And so it's been a lot of fun redecorating the inside of the house with the girls and decorating it for Easter. And so yeah, Hobby Lobby's got some adorable pieces. But I am incorporating, I want to say 5 or 6 of my DIYs into this mantle. And anything else that is added to this will be pieces that I DIY'd. No more store-bought pieces. That was just to get me started. This table runner is so adorable. Loved it so much that I picked up 3 because at 50% off, they were only $5.99 a piece. This is Sweet Ibiza, my son's dog. He is a doodle as well, a Labradoodle. And he is here visiting and having play dates with Winnie while Ray is at work. And he is just the sweetest, kindest, gentlest boy. I just love my doodles. Miss Kayla's back at it again, bringing to you this week her April bullet journal. This is a spring and Easter themed journal. How fun is that? You'll want to head on over to her channel and do some bullet journaling with her. You can find the link to her video today, guess where? In the description box below. Who is today's KB Creations Crafter of the Day? It's going out to Beth, who's bringing to us her recreation of, I want to say, this alternative to a tiered tray that I did using Dollar Tree crates. Thank you, Beth, so much for sharing your recreation with us today. When I decorate, I really try to stick with pieces that I like, that give my house that warm, rustic feeling. I also wanted to find pieces from Hobby Lobby, Joann's, and Michael's that I could easily incorporate some of my DIYs in, because that is just what I want to do. I want to add to my decor, DIYing it, but because I've been doing the purge and cleaning everything out and I guess doing home improvements, I haven't been DIYing as much as I'd like. But I tell you, that list of mine is really kind of down to almost nothing. And so I'm gonna go full force into DIYing again and bringing you guys some really great DIYs, Dollar Tree DIYs, budget-friendly DIYs. And I feel like some of the DIYs that I incorporated into my mantle today are just that, just fun ones. I love, love, love the way those bunnies turned out. When I envisioned them, I don't think I envisioned it turning out as great as it did. And I'm super happy with it, and it was a fun piece to add. I hope you all enjoyed today's Dollar Tree Spring and Easter DIYs and the come with me and seeing how I decorated my mantle. Please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, and let's get this video to 5,000 likes, because each and every one of those thumbs up and those comments that you do leave down below, they really do help my channel to grow, and it helps YouTube to notice me just a bit more. Until next time, everybody, I hope you have a fantastic day. Happy crafting on a budget. Stay happy, stay safe, stay healthy, but most of all, stay positive, please, because I am. Bye for now.